Students, welcome in the class of plant propagation and nursery management for fruit crops. Today we will discuss about the growing media, containers and soil stabilization related components. So we know that the growing media or growing mixture are very important component, important material for the plant propagation because it is the component which is required for the growth and development of root system. So here we have to know about the important properties that should be with the growing media or mixture. Like it must be firm or dense to hold the cutting or seeds in place during rooting or germination. It must possess sufficient moisture retaining capacity. It must be sufficiently porous. It must permit excess water to drain away and to admit proper aeration. It is free from weeds, seeds, nematodes and pathogens. So and the optimum pH is also very important, which should be taken care. The optimum pH should range between 5 to 6.5 as it is desirable for the growth of root and the germination of seed. Salinity is always a problem, and seedling growth is restricted under the saline condition because of the poor root development. And if pH is going to be less than 5, so it will cause increased uptake of zinc and manganese, resulting in toxicity. So electrical conductivity should also be less than 750 micromoles per centimeter, and there should be a high carbon ratio for better soil texture, and it will be helpful for proper aeration and increase the. So some of the important growing media that include soil mixture. It is the best and most common media that is being used for the potted plants. And it should include 2 part of red earth, 1 part FIM and 1 part of sand. And, the sand itself is a pure growing media and used for the cutting and rootings. Peat is another one. It consists of remains of aquatic mass and bog, swamp, vegetation. So it is in partially decomposed state. So what is important is the it is having very good water holding capacity, and so it is sphagnum moss. Various species of sphagnum are these are the acid bog plants, and so they are being collected from the forest. So they are sterile in nature, so lightweight and high water holding capacity. So very good media for the air layering. And vermiculite is also very good to water holding capacity, water absorption capacity. It is very light in nature and it is used for the rooting media for the layering and in the pot. Some of the containers are used as a propagating material for the purpose of propagation. So earthen pots, polythene bags, these are used for the purpose of propagation of cuttings, or you can say seedlings growth. So earthen pots or polythene bags are filled with suitable growing media mixed with the FIM, and it should be in a different shape and size depending on the nature of the, you can say, planting materials. So young seedlings which are being transplanted into these poly bags are taken to the mother block for the propagation purpose. So it is used for bringing convenience in the propagation. So plastic pots right now are more common and available in the very different shape and different color, different you can say appearance. So it is very important, and it includes various you can say it is used for the various propagation purpose. So it includes like growing of root stock and growing of ornamental plants. So it should have holes for the proper drainage, and so the growing media that is put that is kept in this should be adequate, should have adequate nutrients, and so that the plants can grow at all stages and free from all kind of harmful organisms, toxic minerals, and it should be in light. So soil sterilization is another very important component that we should know about this, because sterilization of the soil for the for making it free from the germs, free from the eggs of the insect pest, and damaging the harmful materials, it is very important to keep the sterilization of soils regularly, and before the transplanting of cuttings, or you can say seedlings. So these all things should be taken care. Soil sterilization become more important for the if you are growing the new seedlings or you are growing seeds, because it at this stage plants are more sensitive to the nature of the soil. So it is very important to take care, as it is very uh, very important to take care of such seedlings, because these are going to be developed in the future plants. So there are two basic methods for sterilization of garden soils, or potting mixtures or growing media. One is the chemical treatments, while other is the heat. So chemical treatments is possible by application of suitable chemicals like pesticides, fungicides. So it is being mixed with the soil, or it is used with the drenching, in form of drenching with of soils. So, but you should take care that the safety and health of is important concern while you are using such kind of chemicals. However, the utilization of chemical needs to be reduced, because obviously their residual effect is a problem, and so if you want to utilize it for the longer time, so it will also cause the development of disease resistance or insect pest. It will develop resistance in the microbes and insect pest, so it will become less effective or ineffective in the future if you are using. So other is the heat treatment, that is going to be one of the best method, and as due to high temperature, these organisms are going to die. So this is the key method of sterilization, and however, although this in the normal method of sterilization by heat or by high temperature, it is not a complete sterilization like how you are getting vermiculite or perlite as a sterile media. So as it does not kills many of the weeds and some of the pests, and even if even it not kills, but it reduce it significantly. However, it is not for the complete eradication of such kind of problems. So and even it has been reported that after sterilization, the pseudomonas bacillus starts the recolonization very fast, very quickly, and so this is going to be a further problem when they will start to recolonize. So the heat sterilization can be done in any of these four methods. One is a boiling water or steam method, other is a oven, other is a microwave oven, other is the natural energy like solarization. Solarization is one of the common method where you can cover the soil with the plastics, and so that the rays absorbed by the plastic will be inside the plastic cover and will increase the temperature, which will be effective for the killing of pathogens, seeds of weeds and pests. So it is one of the very important methods, solarization for the poly houses also. So uh, it is carried out by using the sun energy or solar energy. So, however, it is a very convenient method and can be utilized for solarizing or sterilizing the large amount of soils in very effective way. The non-pressurized container method, that is also where the pressure is not applied, without pressure method. So you can similarly cook it, but the important thing is that um, you have to take care that that it allowed to develop steam formation, and once steam formation is being carried out, so under the boiled water conditions, so uh, you have to boil the water till the 30 minutes, and you can remove the heat source and allow the temperature to drop before removing the container, and it should be covered with the aluminum foil so that it will be strong enough. Uh, so it is not so effective like the pressurized method, but it can be carried. However, in the normal oven kind of things, it is also a very simple method, and you can use in the similar way. But the important thing is that you are using a normal oven where you have to cook it for longer duration of time, and you have to use external thermometer to measure the internal temperature. So that is not possible to get temperature always, so correct temperature. uh, can go with the microwave oven or normal home oven.